we got to practice positive eugenics. You know, oh, okay. Yeah, we got to practice positive eugenics because we are active, and that's a big part of what I'm going to talk about over the next couple of weeks, especially in Seattle when I get out there, is we are actually creating this world. And when I say we, I mean us black folks specifically. Now, the small portion of us that call ourselves the conscious community, we have a lot more of the responsibility on our shoulders because we're claiming to have our eyes open. So we have to be a lot more conscious of what it is that we create. But we are literally creating this thing as we go along. So we gotta be mindful, and you know, I don't try to be crazy like, you know, people attack me on the holidays. Baby, I thought you let your children dress up for Halloween, and what you doing? And I'm like, whoa. Y'all forget that we grew up eating pork and celebrating all these holidays, and we still managed to be the conscious community. So these children, just by mere fact that they have us as their parents, you know, especially if we active with them, they're going to be head and shoulders way past where we are. But we have to make sure that we allow them to mix into the matrix a little bit and teach them that they can't avoid the matrix. They just have to learn how to navigate through the matrix. So, you know, I don't let them dress up like, you know what I'm saying, like demons or get lost in the culture. And I make sure that they get a thorough understanding. Like, they could all give lectures on the real meaning of Halloween. They could give lectures on the real origin of Christmas 2-3 different ways. You know what I'm saying? Valentine's Day with the murders and the massacres, and you know, like I make sure they understand the origins of things, etc., etc. But we're not gonna always be around for them, and we got to teach them how to navigate through this. They're gonna be out here in this at some point.
No doubt. Well, I think that and I understand what you're saying, because also you don't want them to feel isolated to where they don't
Correct.
have a social life or social skills. But I think what happens when people come hard about stuff like that, that's really superficial. But the way I see it is there's different levels to this. So when you first get conscious, then the first thing you do is you reject everything that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like when you first come to that consciousness and you're not into the Jesus, what you do is you bash Jesus and everybody who believes in it without the understanding that some people are going to need that. So, I mean, I think that's the same thing probably at play when people are bashing you about that. They don't understand that you've already progressed past that. You probably already went through that stage. Maybe your children did too. And now it's like,
goodness.
That ain't really nothing.
No Christmas trees, no nothing. Just, and you know, I mean, and it's cool for everybody to go through those chambers, because I believe that those are necessary too, so that people and the children can learn that life is not going to end if we skip a damn Christmas or two. Like, it's not, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Just the same thing with dinner. Life is not going to end if we miss a dinner or two. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's okay to be able to engage safely and around people, you know, with a certain level of consciousness. And I think that's also key too. Changing, not necessarily how we do all of our socializing, but just being able to lock arms with more people that have a higher vibration. So that way we're socializing with more like-minded people. So then things will become different anyway. You know, the snacks are different, the meals are different, you know. So last Thanksgiving, for the last couple of Thanksgivings, we had Thanksgiving, but everything was all vegan. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, Thanksgiving for us was kind of, well, it's always a lesson, but with Thanksgiving usually we have, because we get to talk reckless about white folks and laugh at, you know, the whole idea of Thanksgiving, you know, being stealing, and then behind the stealing comes Black Friday, where everything is, you know, almost half price. So you get things that are steal, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's always, again, it's always a learning opportunity and a teaching opportunity at the same time. So I think that we got to look more into the teaching opportunities, because one of the things that creates distance between the youth and elders is when we try to dictate. The youth don't really respect dictation. They want you to give them the information so that they can feel like they making the decision themselves. And the challenge for the parents is being able to decision that you want them to make without having to force them to make that decision. You know, providing them with enough information so that they make that themselves. And what I did was I just made like heroes in my house out of everybody else in the conscious community. So we are totally entrenched. Like all my children, they know Joe Fulgram and Dr. Sadie and Bobby Emmett and Phil Valentine and Ali Muhammad and Brother Polite and Sarah Supasetti and Brother Panic and the Amon Ra Squad, like everybody. And we all got, you know what I'm saying, like nicknames. You know what I'm saying? So I made heroes out of them. Those are the celebrities I put around the house. And, you know, it's all right if you still want to act the fool if Justin Bieber come on. But we definitely going to have class and session. And we're going to talk about why Justin Bieber is racist and how did he become racist. Why does he, you know, sing about killing niggas? And, you know, some people listening to this radio show right now might be like, what is Minister Enqi talking about? And all you got to do is go to YouTube and look it up.